So we officially have a new format on our hands, and now after YCS Indy, the picture is really clear that Rescue Ace with the Sinful Spoils engine is just probably the best deck. We still have Unchained, we still have Pearly Round, but I did want to make a new deck list for branded Despia, which is currently not really seeing a lot of play, but I think now when the format is a little bit clearer, we have more room to deck build specifically against the meta. So before we begin, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you want to pick up some of the merch that is sponsoring my channel, you can check out the link in the description below. The new Field Center is up, and of course, new Sleeve Chief merch, and of course, Imperium Duelist and everything that you already know. We'll start off with a bit of an explanation on what the deck really tries to do here. So there are three main cards that are really good in matchups, specifically against Rescue Ace, which are Guardian Chimera, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, of course, and Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. They all have something in common, being really, really strong monsters with high attack stats, but also not being able to be targeted. So Dragoon and Sanctifier, built-in targeting protection, and if you play the Fright for Patchwork engine in Branded, then your Guardian Chimera also becomes untargetable. So this is what the deck revolves around. Nothing extremely unique, but this was the thought process going into this deck list, just trying to understand how this can fit in the meta. So this is my take on it. Of course, leave your thoughts down below in the comment after you finish watching the video. 44 card main, and we're playing 3 Aluber, 3 Albaz. Now there's no point in talking about why we play those. Get in the habit of fusing with your Albaz from the graveyard. We have Cartesia at 1, Quam at 1. I think because we have some non-engine and we have another engine in the deck, the Frightful engine, you don't need these to be maxed out. And we also have deployment to protect Aluber from getting, impermed. 1 of the Lubellion and 1 Serenir. I think this is pretty standard. It gives your deck more boost, especially placing the branded Lost on the field. And then 1 Mercurier, 1 Albion, and 1 Despian Tragedy. And we are also playing Maximus here to play Nadir Servant to sort of circumvent Ash Blossom. This allows you to not only draw an additional card, and we play a little bit of hand traps here as well, but it also enables you to set up Sanctifier a lot more easily with Nadir Servant, summoning back Cartesia from the deck, and then just, fusing away and making Sanctifier, and then you have Albaz. And I think Maximus is really, really good. We're not playing Puppet, but Maximus is just a really good card. And then, of course, we're playing the Dark Magician for the Dragoon. These are the main engine monsters. We also have a few non-engine cards. We have 2 Ash Blossom. Branded gets really, really crowded. Valor, probably going to be a pretty strong card this format, considering Rescue Ace. So we do play that. And then we play 1 Called By and 2 Crossout Designator. I think this package is really cute to, hit the right cards and make sure your plays go through, because I think right now Ash is in every single deck. It's going to be really hard to play against. Then it's one more reason not to play Branded. 2 Edgem Chain, 2 Poly, and then 2 Patchwork for this package. This is what gives your Guardian Chimera protection. If this card is in the graveyard, your Guardian Chimera cannot be targeted, which is what we definitely want. Then we have 3 Branded Fusion. We have the 3 Nadir Servant, and of course 3 Opening. And we're also, of course, on 3 Fusion Deployments. These are like your suite of power spells that are the engine spells that run the deck. Then we have a few more one-offs: Branded Lost, Branded in Red, Foolish, and Branded Retribution. This is the main deck again. 44 cards. I think really powerful on like full gas, but also a little bit of a non-engine to sort of try to play around what people are actually playing right now. So extra deck, we have 2 Albion, the Branded Dragon, 2 Mirror Jade, nothing extremely unique there. 2 Guardian Chimera, because you can allow yourself to summon both of them. Now that you have both branded in red and the the edging chain package, you can definitely get to 2. And this card is a real threat. Really, really good card, untargetable, huge body, draws you cards, destroys cards on the field without targeting. Just a really good card that I think you can definitely run 2. You could try to fit in maybe another branded in red, but I don't think it's that necessary because you use one branded in red to go into this, and then you use Poly to go into the second one, and I think it's relatively fine from there. I think this card is kind of underrated right now. Dragoon. You put this up against Rescue Ace. It should be pretty good. There is the threat of Superstar Typhon, which kind of outs this card, to be honest. So we're going to have to be creative and figure out a way around that as well. And then Granguignol, of course, we have to play that. Lubellion, Rinbrum, Albion. This card, again, the problem is that everything here has 3,000 or more attack, so it kind of loses directly to Typhon. This is why the deck is probably not a good choice for a big event right now, but maybe, you know, we're going to lab, we're going to do some streams, we're going to figure it out. Try to see if we can sneak in Brandon into this format. I think Chimera is pretty well positioned as well. Sanctifier cannot be targeted, gets monsters out of the graveyard, good against Tier Limits, good against Unchained, good against Rescue Ace. This card is really good. You're going to get interruptions from your opponent's graveyard to your side. Take your opponent's Baron, take everything, and it's untargetable, so it's hard to out. But yeah, Titaniclad, Queritus, Dragostapelia. I do want to emphasize Dragostapelia specifically because, as we mentioned, Typhon, Superstar Slayer. If you don't know what it does, you basically exceed summon it on top of the monster with the highest attack stat on your field. So you can either play around it by not summoning twice from the extra deck, just go into Albion the Sanctifier and passing, but then you have to summon again with Albaz, so you do end up summoning because it's this turn or the previous turn. So this card is probably your only out to Superstar Slayer. You can also use Albaz to out it, just to fusion summon with it, but this is one of your outs. You want to prioritize it in your board. And then we have Garura for the Nadir Servant. I like the Garura a little bit better than the Lulu. You could replace this for Lulu. That way you get your Cartesia in the end phase, of course, and that way you can special summon. So maybe this Garura should be Lulu, to be honest. But the draw into Nadir Servant, into Maximus, then setting up your board is really, really good. So yeah, this was the deck. The theory behind it is, how do we beat everything? Everything is really, really strong. SP doesn't do much. Like, removal never really did anything that impactful versus branded. But I think Typhon and just like the suite of like back row cards that Rescue Ace has is kind of tough. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. What kind of branded builds have you been trying? You can join our Discord to share your builds with our community, with me, talk to me personally. We do all of that on Discord. If you want to support the channel even further, you can join as a member to get exclusive access to all of my exclusive Discord servers where we share those builds exclusively to Discord members. And lastly, check out the description below. All of my sponsored merch that is just dropped. So check it out. Support the channel. Love you guys. See you. Peace.